Hey there, Sag. With Jupiter in Sagittarius for the majority of 2019, you're the luckiest sign of all. Let's throw some cards and see how the cards line up for you in 2019. Hi there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your 2019 tarot card reading. Well, Sagittarius, you are sitting in the catbird seat because you have Jupiter in your sign throughout the vast majority of 2019. So yes, Jupiter is in Sagittarius until, I think, November, sometime in 2019. So you can see that in the reading here on the far left side. You see the Eight of Rods, and there's Jupiter right there. So, Jupiter is kind of the great benefic of astrology. He can bring lots of things to you: expansion, wealth, good luck, prosperity, all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, you guys are sitting in the catbird seat, Sagittarius. What's more is relationships look good for you guys with the King of Pentacles there in the 7th house because, as I stated in some of the other readings, like a lot of the other signs are kind of getting hit in the relationship area. Looking good for you, Sagittarius. It looks like the place where there is some concern, perhaps, is in the area of finances. Because in the 2nd house there, which is where the Four of Swords is, and it's covered up by Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node there, this is an area, so your finances, your earnings, and maybe even things that you think are important, like what you would buy with money now is different than what you would buy with money 10 years ago kind of thing. That area has been going under extreme pressure. And not fun pressure. This is the kind of, this is Saturn here and Pluto. So they're kind of like the bad boys of the neighborhood. And, whereas Jupiter brings, changes that feel good, Saturn and Pluto bring, changes that are they're difficult lessons. So you may have had, this has been going on with Saturn here for the past year. You may have had some tightening of the belt around your income. And so that's continuing throughout this year. And it's like this whole area of your finances is kind of being transformed. Opposite there in the 8th house, you have the 10 of Pentacles, which tells me, a lot of this, like if you've been very overwhelmed and concerned with this area of finances and you're just not, somehow these earning strategies aren't playing out or they're not working out, or you're worried about it. It looks like other people can help you with it. You might get an inheritance. You might get some kind of payout. Maybe you're retiring and you're going to, start getting retirement income. But anyway, it's like that part's going to work out. And I just wanted to note that the North Node should be there instead of over the Knight of Swords. I put it in the wrong place. But once again, that's another point that this North Node that's where you could be putting more of your focus and your efforts on, because the South Node is where you need to release over there, where the Saturn and the Pluto is with the Four of Swords. So, and the Four of Swords is saying taking a break. So just kind of like lay that earning piece to rest. See what's coming through other people or through loans or inheritances or something that could fit in with this financial piece. Also with the financial piece there at the 10th house, at the very top with the 5 of Swords there. Once again, this is thinking that like career-wise, for those of you who are still working, like career-wise, there's been some issues and, and some shakeups, and you're not happy about it. And you may even be a little pissed off about it. And that's okay. That's fine. I think if you use that Queen of Swords right next door there in the 11th house to be really clear about what you want going forward, where, as far as your job and your career and your earnings are concerned, if you can be very black and white about it and be like, hey, I need X, Y, Z, and 1, 2, 3. And when opportunities or people or job offers or whatever come along, if you can put it up against that list and try to be objective as possible, go, okay, well, it only meets 2 out of my 5 requirements. I'm going to have to pass and just pass and go on to the next one. I think that's the best approach with career. Also with the, you've got the Page of Swords there in the 5th house. So, you know, it's just, there's some trial and error involved here, with getting things, like I said, with the finances to kind of work. It's, like I said, it's going to take some trial and error and take some objectivity as well. Other exciting things here is you've got Uranus moving into the 6th house there with the Knight of Rods. So if you've been having some health issues, I think there could be surprising new, what's the word I want? Developments. Yes, surprising new developments around your health. In the 4th house, we have the Star card, which means, you know, things at home are good and they're renewing and they're chugging along. But you do have Neptune there, so there is some confusion about the home. So maybe that's tied into the money things, like maybe this home is going to change soon because of the income change, or I feel like there's some kind of shift about that, and that's kind of confusing. But I think with the Star card there, it's saying everything's going to work out. And also along the lines of everything's going to work out, you have the Colette Baron Reed Enchanted Map card in the center, which is protecting treasure. So that's just saying that, you know, everything's safe, everything's good. You know, things may move around you, but really underneath it all, you are safe and protected. So I think there's room, and especially with Sagittarius being, I mean, with Jupiter being in your sign, Sagittarius, there's room for a lot of visionary stuff right now in 2019, because you have the 2 of Rods there in the 12th house. So that's kind of like, you know, kind of like entertaining, exciting ideas behind the scenes. So this is not anything you're bringing forward right now, but it's like, you're mulling these things through and you're going, yeah, like that's really exciting. That gets me excited. You have the Knight of Swords in the 9th house. So once again, it's like saying, go after these ideas and these visions and explore things. Be like, okay, what if I sold my house and I bought an RV and I went around the country? You're just entertaining that idea right now. You're visioning. You're kind of like following these things kind of to as far as you can follow them at the moment. And you may hit up against something where you go, you know, actually driving around in an RV, we have 5 dogs and I just don't see how that would work, or whatever. But it's just like, let yourself be visionary and entertain these ideas and kind of explore them, you know, and get yourself excited while 2019 plays out. Because I really feel like for you, Sagittarius, 2019 is it's just going to be a year where certain things that have already been set in motion are going to play out. The finances are going to play out. The home front's going to play out. You're going to be envisioning your next steps in your mind, you know, but overall, probably not, you know, not a lot of the significant turning points or changes. And of course, this is a general reading, so some of you out there will have significant turning points and changes, but in a very general sense, that's what 2019 is looking for you, Sagittarius, and I wish you the best. If you'd like to order your own personalized reading using your own unique astrology chart plus a tarot card spread, click the link in the description. I'd love to see what your 2019 holds for you.